Howdy, my name is Lindsay Mikulik. For my cultural immersion project, I chose to volunteer with the Special Olympics Fall Classic. This is the opening night to the weekend-long Special Olympics Games in Bryan College Station. I have never been involved in anything like this before, so I was excited to experience something new. Going in, I really did not know what to expect. The organizer that I signed up with said this would be a night of everyone getting to know each other from multiple teams, and it would be lots of fun. The night of the event was a little different than we had all planned. Starting the day before, our city went through some severe weather, and the event was moved to an indoor location. I thought this would change the tune of the event, but I was surprised to see that it did not. Before attending the event, some preconceptions that I had about Special Olympics were that there would be many people in wheelchairs, or lots of people that would have aid and support with them. I was shocked to see how active this culture really is, not only in the events that they would perform in, but in general. The night was all about having fun and letting loose before the games began the next day, and I got to witness and see all different types of personalities that the athletes came with. Seen in the picture is Ben, a member of the Special Olympics organization and a local to Bryan, Texas. Also seen with him is Carla Castillo, a local news reporter with KBTX in Bryan. Ben and Carla were the MCs for the evening. It was nice to see some familiar faces at the event, since I did not know anyone else there. The night started off with a color guard, pledge, and national anthem, followed by an introduction of all the participating teams. This was cool to see because it was just like what happens at the Worldwide Olympics. Knowing that many of the participants have disabilities, there was also a person there to sign. The gentleman in this photo was a chairperson for the Special Olympics. He was the one introducing the teams and thanking everyone for being at the event. This photo is of an athlete. Just like in the Worldwide Olympics, she carried the torch and lit the Olympic cauldron, completing the opening ceremonies and starting the games. The Olympic torch stands for peace, friendship, tolerance, and hope. This was the back of a staff member's shirt with the motto for the Special Olympics. I love the message that it brings. Play unified, live unified. This is where I come in. I volunteered to help out with the activities. These were not the games that the athletes would compete in, but just for fun for the evening. This activity was bowling with toilet paper and pumpkins. Everyone got a good laugh, as it was harder than it looked. From this station, I learned so many of the athletes had such determination, even with a task that some of us would see as simple. In this photo, you see a swimming athlete. She was very active and talkative. She surprised me by coming up and talking to anyone that would listen. She was not at all shy. She was energetic, happy, and very excited to be there. Along with the games and fun activities, much of the night was spent dancing. This was a time for all the athletes and their families to let loose and have some fun before the real games began. A large group of A&M students volunteered their time for the evening. I was surprised to see so many young people out there participating. Another misconception that I had going in was that there would be a distinct separation of people with disabilities and people without. But I was wrong. These Aggies were engaged and great mentors to the athletes. These girls were family members to athletes. There were so many people at the event, all different walks of life, different abilities and disabilities, but everyone was there just to have fun. I saw this A&M student many times, showing different athletes' dance moves to all the new hip songs. She had such a kind heart. As I look back on my experience, I remember feeling very nervous to attend. I do not know many people personally that have disabilities like the ones I thought I would see. I didn't want to look as if I was just an observer, but I also was unsure of how I could be of service. After the event, I felt different. I felt more open to approach those who may be different from myself. I realized that we are all human. We were all created in the image of God and to His likeness. Though we may be different, we are alike. I think this experience was helpful to me as an educator. I have students with disabilities that come to my class for inclusion time. Although they come with an aid, sometimes I am fearful. fearful that I may not know how best to suit their needs. But what I learned from this experience was that just because someone has a disability, it does not make them helpless. So many of the people that were at the event had the mindset, I can do anything that I believe I can. If as educators we remember this, we could learn so much from all of our students.